Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, continuing Marvel Now coverage to help you make a decision on what comic books to buy, at least Marvel comic books to buy, anyway. So today we're going to be talking about Miss Marvel, issue number, not 1, but 12. That's right, guys. This is just the first issue in Miss Marvel's new direction. So Marvel feels that we can charge that, how much? What does that say? Oh, it's not focusing. Oh, wait. That $4.99 price point. That's right, guys. Just because we're going in that new direction. But was it worth it? I mean, I'm a huge fan of Miss Marvel, and so I felt like I had to pick this one up, right? So if you read the last story arc, we found out that Bruno wants nothing to do with Kamala anymore. So he winds up going away to Wakanda to go to a different school. And we find out also now that Kamala in this issue is traveling to Pakistan to find herself, to not be Miss Marvel, to see if she can pick up the missing pieces to rediscover herself. That's what's going to go on in this particular issue. The artwork is different in here in this book. It's done by Mirko Adolfo, and I thought the artwork was nice. It has this different tone. Even the colors felt a little bit different. I don't know if it's because it's where the issue takes place, but I thought Kamala looked different. Her facial expressions were a little bit different, and I enjoyed it. I thought the artwork was really nice overall. So here we can see that Kamala is, she can't hold back being Miss Marvel. So I'll get to that in a little bit. So what did I think about this story? And was it worth the actual $5? So in this book, we see the beginning of her leaving. She's in the airport, and she actually sees Bruno leaving at the same time, and she's just all discouraged and upset. So we wind up seeing her go back to her homeland, or her family's homeland, to Pakistan, and she meets up with her grandmother. And it was a good cultural issue to kind of see how Pakistanians live and how their culture is, and you could appreciate that as a reader. And so she winds up meeting up with this new friend of hers as well that is not related, which you thought, okay, maybe it could be like a relationship, which is Kareem. So you wind up meeting with him, and so we find out that there's some problems going on in the home country, and we see that water is being taken. So Kamala takes it into her own hands, and she winds up going out as Miss Marvel, thinking that she could kind of save the day. She's their superhero. And after doing some fighting and some battling, she felt like this is where she needed to be. This is what makes her feel better, being this superhero. And I thought that was really cool. She finally discovered herself, and I thought that was awesome. But the problem is she didn't do the right things because she runs into another hero. This is their hero, and his name is, I think, like Red Dagger or something like that. And right away, I thought it was her friend Kareem. I was like, this is kind of like, it's kind of too obvious. It's like right away, it kind of looks like him. They same statutes, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it was Kareem, and it felt very obvious that he's their world's superhero, and he's kind of doing the same thing that Kamala is there as she's doing in Jersey. So I thought that was kind of cool. And you get to see them meet up at the end, and you can see that they're both all worn out because they did their superhero duties the night before. So I thought that was nice. It was a nice story. I did not expect it to end so quickly, because it looks like she's going back to Jersey once again. I thought maybe this story would have her go and be out for at least 3 or 4 issues to her really find herself and discover herself. But maybe that's not what fans really wanted here. So I was like, okay, so what is this? I thought this was an extra-sized issue. I was like, oh, so now we're going to get some kind of backstory. That's not the case, man. We get this story that has to do with Red Widow. I'm like, what? I'm like, Red Widow story? I'm like, who the hell is she? I didn't know anything about her. And so I was like reading a little bit of it, like I skimmed through it, and I found no interest in me going forward or reading about this character going forward. I'm like, I picked this up for freaking Kamala Khan for Miss Marvel, not for some character that you're trying to push in the future going forward in freaking, what is it, November or December? October, sorry. It's coming out this month or whatever it is. So I was like, God, I'm paying an extra dollar for some other character. I was so pissed off at that. And it really brings down the book, for me at least, because this is Marvel's tactic on making you spend more money for what you thought was going to be more of a character that you love. You don't even get that. It's a regular issue, and that pissed the hell out of me. So it's bad enough you spend that extra dollar for this new direction, but you don't even get extra pages for it. So very disappointing. And so that knocks off a star in itself. And when you look at the overall story, I thought the story was good. It wasn't the best. It just ended too conveniently and too easily. And I'm going to give it a 3 1/4 out of 5 stars for me. I think actually, if you know, if it wasn't for this backup story, I probably would have given it, yeah, maybe a 4 1/4 out of 5 stars. But it just pisses me off that I paid for that. So yeah, 3 1/4, 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was good, but not the greatest Miss Marvel story I've ever read. So, guys, leave me in the comments below what you thought of this issue. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And guys, as always, thank you for watching and supporting Comic Frontline. Keep the discussion going. And this is Mike Spider signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.